This is the most important graph about financial freedom, and it alone explains why many people earning millions don't achieve it. Here's what the graph looks like for most of us. The lifestyle increases with increase in your income. You earn more and you upgrade your lifestyle and spending to match your income. It seems like a stable zone, but it is still very much fragile because there is a tendency for your graph to move in this direction where your lifestyle starts increasing faster than your income. And how do you do that? Debt, of course, loans, EMIs, and everything else that allows you to have a lifestyle that exceeds your income. This is the debt and unstable zone. What you need instead is to move your graph in this direction, where your lifestyle does not increase as much as your income. Your lifestyle to income ratio needs to be below 1. This is the line that determines whether you will achieve financial freedom or not. This leaves us with 4 different zones and 4 different possible financial lives. The first one is here to the extreme left of this line, where you are in extreme debt. Second zone is here, where you're still in some debt, perhaps a luxury house with high EMIs, not yet in extreme debt. The third zone is here, where you avoid debt and are in a stable zone. Your lifestyle is equal to or probably a bit below your income, but you still have no real freedom. You need to keep your job and income almost forever. Keep your stability. The fourth zone is here, where your lifestyle is much below your income. This is the zone of financial freedom. Now, the interesting thing about this is that your income does not have to be here in the high zone for you to achieve financial freedom. Your income can be anywhere in this zone as long as your lifestyle remains below your income. Now, the key number is somewhere around 25 to 35%. This means that you need to keep your spending somewhere around 25 to 35% of your income. It doesn't have to be exact. You don't have to be fully below the line. But the key idea is that you have to stay somewhere in this zone if you ever want to achieve financial freedom. So you could start at the same starting point as everyone else, but have completely different financial and life journeys. Now let me show you how this actually looks like in real life. But before that, please hit subscribe if you want to hear more stories about my journey to financial freedom, career growth, and happiness. So what do these zones look like in real life? The extreme debt zone. Let's take the example of a 35-year-old who works in tech. He has 2 luxury cars for which he's paying EMIs. EMI for a big house. Credit card payments pending. Instagram looks amazing, but savings? Nothing. Net worth? Negative. He earns more than his father ever did, and yet is financially more fragile. Now onto the debt zone. Let's take the example of a 32-year-old, maybe in middle management. Has some savings, but is paying a huge loan for his house. No credit card debt, but a luxury car on EMI. Children in ultra expensive schools. No savings that are worth talking about. Debt seems manageable until he loses his job. He seems safe until he isn't. The next zone is the stable zone. Let's take the case of a 38-year-old. Not much debt, house loan almost paid off. Expenses still locked to lifestyle. Children in expensive school. Expensive vacations that don't leave much room for savings. Enough savings that seem decent, but not enough to achieve financial freedom. He is technically rich, but still tied to his salary and job. He has money, but he doesn't have options of freedom. Now to the financial freedom zone. This is where I live. I saved 70 to 80% of my income, 7 to 8 years. I lived well below my means. I quit a high-paying job at 39. My portfolio covers my expenses. Work is optional. I don't earn the most now because I don't have to. I have the most control over my time. Hit subscribe, and if you want to know how I retired at 39, watch this video.